If you or any of your family member is having skin problem, then you need to listen this. There are three important factors because of which one may get any kind of skin problems. Well, my name is Dr. Rahul Marwa. I am the co-founder of Avotikaria Ayurveda based out of in Kolaba, Mumbai, where we are helping people for getting beautiful not only internally but externally also. So, what are the three major reasons that one should keep in mind while thinking about any kind of skin problems? The first and the most important reason is excess consumption of salt, sour, and sweet. These three are the most common culprit that are found in anyone's diet who is suffering from these kind of skin problems. Just a few minutes ago, I had a patient who was suffering from skin problems, and her major challenge was that she could not control her mouth. She was too tempted to have food, and she herself admitted that the day she avoids either sour or spicy, sour, salty, or sweet to a certain extent, not going beyond the permitted level, her problems tend to get decreased. Even the itching, the scaling of her hands, everything tends to decrease. So that is where you should understand कि जितना भी आप ये चटपटा या फिर नमकीन और मीठा खाओगे, slow and steadily they will tend to create this possible problems. So one should understand the more salty, sour, and sweet you are having in your diet, it will ensure that the environment favorable for getting skin problems will be there, and therefore it is much more important to control these kind of intakes. Now the question arises, when do we eat this? Are we really eating such kind of food? The most commonly, if you see any kind of sweets that are there in the market, let it be cakes, biscuits, pastries, for that instance even chocolates, uh, very commonly we have either sugar or jaggery in our diet. In any form you get sweets. Salt is an indispensable factor that is there in all kind of packed foods. If you see, even at home when we cook, we tend to have a bit salty kind of things. It's not that, it's that extra salt, extra sweetness that is going to trouble you. And similarly, in India specifically, people tend to eat a lot of pani puri, sev puri, and those kind of chatpata khana, farsan, dry snacks, just because they want to get something for their mouth to just keep eating. And therefore that brings us to the second most important factor which causes skin diseases, and that is known as frequent munching. People these days have been told by nutritionists, dietitians that in order to lose weight you need to eat small portions but in multiple frequency. Even though that is now much more outdated, but Ayurveda never advocated it. We human beings are basically just 2 meal person. You need to eat your 2 meals properly, your lunch and your dinner. The breakfast or the evening snacks depends upon whether you are hungry or not, but not as a thumb rule that you need to have it. The most possible example that I can give you to make you understand it, I would be speaking in Hindi just to make you understand. जब हम दही जमाते हैं, हम दूध में खट्टा लगा के उसे छोड़ देते हैं, बट जब तक वो दही अच्छे से नहीं जमता है हम उसे हिलाते नहीं हैं. आप जितना उसे हिलाओगे उतना दही जमेगा नहीं. सिमिलरली आप एक बार खाना खाओ, उसके बाद कम से कम 6-8 घंटे के लिए कुछ और खाना नहीं है, ताकि वो पहले का खाना अच्छे से पच जाए. जब तक वो पचेगा नहीं, आप अगर ऊपर से और खाना डालते रहोगे, एट द एंड आपको क्या होगा कि इंडाइजेशन जैसी चीज़ें दिखाई देंगी. लोगों को गैस पकड़ेगा या फिर ब्लोटिंग फील होगी, डकारें आएंगी, एसिडिटी होगी, यही सब चीज़ें होंगी. क्यों? क्योंकि वो जो खाना था वो पचा नहीं था. देयरफॉर, लाइक आई सेड, जस्ट you need to ensure that you are not frequently munching. 2 meals are sure. Your lunch, that should be between 11 to 12, and your dinner between 5:30 to 7 o'clock in the evening. That is the ideal time. You will not only lose weight, you will also remove all your skin toxins, you will have a healthy glowing skin. All I would say 50% of your health issues will be taken care just by following this thing, that you have your lunch by 11, between 11 to 12 in the morning, and your dinner by around 5:30 to 7 in the evening. That would be the best thing to have. Now, the third part that comes, which is very crucial, specifically when you are looking into skin issues, is that raw salads or smoothies. These are also the hidden culprits where these things tend to facilitate all the bad environment that is and that enables more of skin problems to arise. If you see, because of our evolution, right now we are not in a position, our system is not in a position to digest anything that is raw beyond a certain extent. Fruits, that too in a very small portion, are good for you, but otherwise anything that is too raw is not good for your overall health. Therefore, you need to ensure that you are eating very limited amount of salads and fruits. If you see, in a typical Indian diet, the amount of salad is very small. In Marathi, they call it koshambir, which is very small portion of diced tomatoes, cucumber, onions, and all. But beyond that, you should not be eating. These days, in order to decrease your weight or all those kind of problems, people tend to eat more of raw vegetables. Have cooked or steamed vegetables, that is fine, but avoid raw salads. Similarly, the craziest trend that is going on of having any kind of smoothies, the spinach smoothie or something in the morning on empty stomach, that too, is always going to trouble you. Just remember, anything that is itself is not going to stay for a long time. The energy in its own is very less in raw vegetables, especially spinach and all. That itself, that would not be able to give you any kind of nourishment which is required for the body. Secondly, these kind of raw vegetable smoothies will increase a lot of gases and bloating initially, and slow and steadily it will lead to constipation. Those who are having such kind of food would agree with me that you later, after a period of time, you start developing constipation, gases, acidity, and all those problems, and you need to take medication in order to solve that. So therefore, I would just summarize all the 3 points. You need to cut down on your salt, sugar, and sour things. Number 2, there should be only 2 meals, lunch and dinner. The third one should be dependent upon your hunger. And thirdly, avoid raw salads and smoothie if you really want a glowing skin and a healthy skin. And moreover, if you want to get rid of all your skin problems, whichever you might be suffering. If you like this video, do share with those who need it. Thank you.